So some goods and services like charities and things like that, they're all exempt from VAT. But if you do have goods and services that your business buys and sells, they might be exempt, but you might sort of buy items which you use to create things that you do then sell. So they're not exempt. You'll be classed as partially exempt. So you might need, in some instances, to reclaim some of your VAT. And this is how we'd sort of determine that. Okay, so if you went into your system, you go to company, entities, and you choose your UK solution, you press edit, and you scroll right to the bottom where you're going to see what's shown here in the screenshot, and you'll need to select a unrecoverable tax account in the P&L, and then you will put your applicable partial exemption rate there. This percentage rate of the taxable value is what you can sort of claim back. So you're also able to put an effective date in, because the VAT rates can change in time. So say, for example, you get a letter to sort of say that your rate's going to be changing in November, you're able to stick it in straight away. And as of November, or the date that you put there, that's going to kick in, and you're going to make sure that it's all correct and nothing's been missed, and there's not been a period of time where things aren't showing correctly. So again, we'll flip back into the system and we will show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go to top level. I'm going to go to company. I'm going to go to my entities, find my UK VAT solution and press edit. Okay, and again, like they say, you scroll right to the bottom and here it is. It's your partial exemption. So you can say enable partial exemption. You've got a default one on. You would select your tax recoverable account. Okay, you can give it a date. The effective date would be, I don't know, from, well, it's fine, 2017 is fine. So that means it's in play now, which is good. And then you can press save. Okay, so that would then mean then if I pop into my UK VAT solution, I'm going to be able to have partial exemption. So what you're going to see when you're popping invoices on now is an example here below. You'll see this box here, which gives you a partially exempt box. So once configured, the partial exemption, if you enter purchase invoices, AP invoices, you're going to mark each line as either if it's eligible for partial exemption. So you can do that on a line by line basis, which is good as well. If you were in Australia, you can do the RITC, and in Canada, ITC. So they're both different types of exemptions that it would also include. Okay, so once that is configured, Sage Intacct is then going to manage the postings in the system which come from that. So for, like you see from the screenshot above, so this example here, if I popped on a purchase invoice for £1,000 and I put £200 of VAT on there, which is the 20% standard rate, the posting will look like this. You'll have your normal standard posting, but the VAT has been broken up. It's been broken up for 150 it goes to VAT liability, and £50 that goes to unrecoverable. And that is based on the 25% value that we put in on the step above. Okay, so let's go again. I'll flick into the system and I'm going to show you how that should look. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a purchase invoice now, and you'll see my purchase invoices and how that's going to look on partial exemption. So I've got quality consultants here, and I'm going to go into edit. I'm going to scroll down. I marked that as partially exempt on my 20%. Okay, so you can see the tax is £200. What you'll also see when you go to the posting details is how that's been split out. So it's been split out to send the VAT to two different places. So that's going to show us two different places on your journal, and it's going to show us two different places when you run a general ledger report, and how it's broken out and split up. So you've got your tax receivable account, your tax irrecoverable account, and that will how it will split up.